The Mobile County Public Schools presents Homeroom.
Hi, and welcome to Homeroom, where we introduce you to the educators and the students who make Mobile County Public Schools the best schools in the state of Alabama. I am your host, Renee Phillips, and today we're going to talk about greatschools.org. Now, this national organization has rated 7 Mobile County schools as the best in the state, perfect 10 scores based on 3 categories. That's student progress, testing, and equity. So we're going to talk to each of those schools today with the principals or representatives of their schools, and joining us I have Brittany Owen from Hutchins Elementary and Stacy Wilcox from Dauphin Island Elementary. So tell us about your schools.
So once we received this recognition, we were very honored. This is truly a testament of our school's community and the commitment to excellence and growth and lifelong learning. So we were very excited to receive this, and of course it takes a team. It's a collective team effort, and we come in every day, hardworking teachers, and they're passionate and dedicated for what we do, so we're very excited.
And Hutchins is unique because it's a pre-K through second grade school,
yes.
Right? So what's that like, having just all the littles?
So we take a lot of pride in being the only pre-K through second grade school, close to 600 students, a large faculty, and we are a Capturing Kids' Heart school. So with that, we all believe that before you can capture a kid's mind, you have to capture their heart first. So that is something that we live by daily. From the moment they walk in the door, they are part of our family. And so we try to build that positive atmosphere to where they feel safe for that learning opportunity.
That's great. And speaking of family, Dauphin Island Elementary, you're all a family. You're a small school on the beach. Tell us about Dauphin Island Elementary.
Dauphin Island is located actually on Dauphin Island. We're actually centered, our school is centered behind sand dunes. So very great environment to come to. Our kids are eager to learn, and we're a family. We're very small. We have individualized instruction for most of our students, well, for all of our students. And we expect the best from each one of them. We've seen lots of growth, and that is a testament to the hard work of our staff and teachers. And we're always looking for new students. So absolutely.
It really is the best school to come visit. Like, no offense to any other school. I love being in schools with
kids.
And
I do have to say our parents are wonderful because they're very dedicated parents, and they take pride in their kids learning, and their support is tremendous.
And I would say this about both Dauphin Island and Hutchins: you're very community-oriented schools, aren't you? You have communities that are proud of your school, that help out. Does that help with your performance? And
absolutely. A large community, very supportive parents, and like we say, it takes a village to have that same mindset that every student is walking in the door and they have potential to be successful. From the classroom teachers to the students and custodians, cafeteria workers, bus drivers, it takes everybody to be a great school.
Let's say at Dauphin Island.
Absolutely. In fact, our logo this year was one town, Dauphin Island Elementary School. The back of it says one town, one school, one family. And that's exactly how we feel. The town they encompass us and within them and just take care of us. Very, very willing to help us out at any time.
That's great. So you're on the island, you serve the Dawes community.
Yes.
And for a while there was just Hutchins, and you grew so much we had to put Dawes out there.
Yes.
And it's still growing, right?
It's still growing. Like I said, close to 600, and that's just pre-K through second.
So what do you think, are there any programs at your schools that are showing success, like project-based learning?
Yes, in fact, this year we're doing a school-wide project-based learning, and we're going to work with the Sea Lab on Dauphin Island to do something that's very relevant and helps preserve the seashore. We haven't determined exactly what it will be, but my science teacher will go in twice a month to every classroom and work with every child, and we'll have field trips and fun things to go along with that. So we're very excited for that this year.
What a great partnership, the Sea
Absolutely.
Lab. And they just reopened, didn't they?
They did. They remodeled and reopened, so they're wonderful. They let us use facilities when we need it, and they're always very they want to come to us. They'll come down quickly and do field trips and science experiments and things. So
that is so cool. That'd be fun to go to school on the beach.
Yeah,
Go
absolutely.
to school on the beach and then learn. And it's relevant learning too when they're learning about the animals and the plants of the sea. Right?
Absolutely. We are always encouraging the ecology part of it. especially with the sea turtles and all the hatching that's going on this summer. For our students to know and to see how important it is that we take care of our environment.
Right, the natural resources, and that's why I do love that the dunes are right between you
Yeah,
and the
they
beach.
are.
You're just on there,
They
it's
are.
protecting the school and the island. And so, tell us about Hutchins. You mentioned earlier that you're doing the Capturing Kids' Heart. That's a new
Yes,
program. What
so
is that?
that's a new program, and every classroom has their own social contract. So that is something we've been doing the first few weeks of school is building a classroom contract. We, as a staff, when we started the school year, we created a contract for our school, and basically that's a living document of how we expect to be treated, how we want others to treat us. And so, being respectful and, being friendly and kind and being great listeners. And so that sets the tone for the day. Every morning we greet our kids in the hallway, we greet them outside, and then that just, opens up opportunities for the students to engage in the learning daily. Our teachers collaborate weekly, and they plan those engaging lessons to keep all the students involved.
Okay. And so, is that something, the contract that y'all came up together as a staff?
Yes, as a staff, we did a staff contract, and then each classroom, the kids were able to give those words that they feel that should be on that contract. And then as a class, they voted, what are the most important things we need to think about each day.
That's cool, because then they have the ownership of
Yes,
it also.
they own
Like
it.
these are standards that we selected for ourselves. That's great. And so, how are your communities reacting to getting this recognition? Is it news to them, or did they already know it?
They're very excited. We have lots of great comments, and people just with non-school age students who have recognized us and agree with the ratings from thegreatschools.org. So we're very excited, and we want to continue. We're going to give the best education we can. Like I said, we're a very small school, so we can address every students' individual needs, and we love that. Our teachers are great with that also.
That's great. And your families,
Yes, absolutely. We're going to continue to aim for excellence and continue growing, and as a school, we know that there's always room for improvement. And so we're going to accept this recognition and just keep going.
That's
Absolutely.
awesome. Well, we have to break for commercial, and when we come back, I'm going to introduce you to our principals from Old Shell Road and Council Traditional, which have also received perfect 10 ratings. So stay tuned for Homeroom.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ayla, hi.
Oh, hi, Sierra. How are you?
Good, how are things?
Things couldn't be better.
What do you mean?
Well, I just started this new job as a school teacher with the Mobile County Public Schools, and it has been a life changer. Great benefits, the hours are great, and great students. Just overall, it's a great opportunity.
Oh, wow, that sounds great. I'm going to look into that.
You should.
For more information, visit mcpss.com/job opportunities.
What's the matter, baby? You're not feeling good?
School-aged children are at a higher risk of getting and spreading germs and viruses. To help protect the spread, students are encouraged to stay home when sick. Parents, it's important for your child to remain at home at least 24 hours after they no longer have a fever of 100 degrees or higher without the use of medications. Please help us maintain a healthy learning environment.
Hi, and welcome back to Homeroom. Today I'm introducing you to some of our principals and educators whose hard work and dedication to their students have given them top 10 ratings on the greatschools.org rating system, perfect 10s actually. And so joining me I have Dr. Linda Bird of Old Shell Road School of Creative and Performing Arts, and Allison Streeter, the principal at Council Traditional School. So you guys do have a tradition of excellence, but how is it to see that recognized by a group like Great Schools?
I don't care how often we get the recognition, it's always thrilling to hear your name called. Our teachers work really, really hard every day to provide a quality instruction to every student. So we really appreciate the recognition, and I thank all the council community for everything they do to make our school a successful school.
They really do, and I know I called you to tell you that you were on the list, and you got very excited, Dr. Bird. So what was that like to hear?
Well, I just know how hard our teachers and students work, and to hear that we were being recognized for this honor was just thrilling.
And so, Ms. Streeter, tell us about Council. You are the only elementary school that has the IB primary years program is what it's called, right? So what is that?
We're an IB primary years program, and basically what we do is teach our kids to be global thinkers. We emphasize inquiry, asking questions, being problem solvers. We teach them to think literally, to speak in different languages. We provide Spanish twice a week to most of our students at Council, and just to be global problem solvers. When you see a problem, take action to solve that problem.
I love it because that's so critical in our world today.
Yes.
We've got to solve problems. And Dr. Bird, tell us about Old Shell Road. You have lots of opportunities for students to participate in arts.
Well, we do have 6 grade level shows a year, but beyond that, we have arts integrated curriculum, which is in every subject. We try to make connections between the arts and the core classes. This year, we're excited about incorporating more STEAM programs, which is basically STEM with an arts component added to it. Our students seem very excited. We introduced that this past summer, had a lot of great projects going on, so it's basically related to project-based learning, but with a STEAM, it's really a STEAM program. We're excited about it.
So when we say the arts, what types of programs do you have? You have music?
We have music and dance and drama, and of course our visual arts program, and they're all award-winning. We have a group traveling to the state honor choir. Students participating in that. We had 3 state winners last year in our visual arts program. Our dance teacher just recently went to New York so we can amp up our ballet program that we have. Very important to me as an arts educator before I got there. So
yeah, and it's so important, aren't the arts? Because if they're really good at the arts and they can excel in that, they can also excel in their academics.
Absolutely, because there's always a connection between what we're teaching in the arts room and what they're doing in the classroom.
That's fantastic. And also at Council with the IB program, you're making the learning very relevant to them, aren't you?
Yes, we are. Council has always been heavy with academics. So what we're doing now is trying to explore the partnerships we have with different groups around the city. Currently, we're working with Murphy's IB program, which is our feeder school, from food to table, farm to table. Our students go over there and help plant and harvest those vegetables when they're ready. Just a great relevant experience for our students. We're also exploring an archaeology exploration with South Alabama. We have professors that come in weekly to provide instruction to students regarding the history of our great city. They explore items, artifacts throughout the city. They're not able to go on actual digs, but they do get to touch some of those artifacts. And last year it ended with a field trip to the Archaeology Museum at South Alabama. So those are the kind of things that we're trying to do. We are building our clubs. We're participating in the Glove Foundation, which is golf. We're offering golf to all of our boys and girls at Council. We have broadcasting, we have the running club, we have robotics, just anything you can think of. We also have dance, strings, music for our students to participate in. We want to create a well-rounded student who's prepared for the next level and also enjoys all of those great things the world has to offer.
That's important, particularly at that elementary age, isn't it, to give students, and they may not even know yet what they're interested in.
Right,
that's
exactly.
Right.
It's like with the arts, they may think they're into music, but they're really a better
Well, we also
writer
offer a running club, which has really taken off, and our archery team won an award last year. So we try to do a lot of the well-roundedness as well to give them just a taste of different things that they might be interested in, because they are babies, so they're really kind of exploring at this point, I think, in their life. But very proud of all of I believe in a well-rounded student as well. It's very important that we give them a taste of a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I think that is great, because and it's more than the math and science and the reading.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah, community is a big part of Council. Every semester we have at least one community service project. This semester we're doing Alabama Coastal Cleanup on September 8th. And we'll encourage all of our families to participate, also to come out and share in that experience with our students. We were happy to be awarded number 6 in Mobile County as far as the Heart Kids Challenge, Heart Challenge. Got got that award yesterday. So those are the kinds of things that we look for to engage our students in and to always give back. And they do a great job of giving back at council.
I'm always impressed at the heart of children. Like
Yes,
they do want to
absolutely.
help their
yeah.
world. You see that at Old Shell too, right?
Absolutely.
I always say we're in great shape
yes.
as a nation because our kids are so precious,
Yeah,
right?
they're wonderful kids.
They're kind.
Yeah,
I think that's what we're
very.
doing is teaching them to be very kind.
Yes.
Well, congratulations on this recognition, and you're going to be back with this recognition next year too, right?
Absolutely.
You're going to keep
We're
it
gonna
going.
do our best, absolutely.
All right, that's awesome. Thank you for what you do. We have to break for commercial, but when we come back, I'm going to introduce you to educators from 2 more of our greatschools.org Perfect 10 scoring schools. That's Clark Shaw and Phillips Preparatory. So stay tuned for Homeroom.
As a student in the Mobile County Public Schools, there are a few things I've come to expect. One is a quality education, and the other is a quality lunch. Not only are our school meals well balanced, meeting all federal nutritional standards, but they also have less fat, fewer calories, and they taste really good. Oh, and I forgot to mention, our school lunches contain whole wheat, grains, fruits, and vegetables to give me the energy and brain power to get me through the day.
At any given time, trauma can happen.
And how we deal with it. And how we make peace with it.
Starts with me.
With Project Thrive, I'm taking a pledge.
I pledge to believe and support others experiencing trauma.
Will you join Project Thrive and its team of partners who are working together to address issues of trauma? Take the pledge, take a stand, and let's make Mobile a trauma-informed community.
Hi, and welcome back to Homeroom. Today I'm introducing you to some of our educators from schools in Mobile County Public Schools that received perfect 10 ratings on greatschools.org. That means they're the best in the state. We've already heard from Hutchins, Dauphin Island, Old Shell Road, and Council. And now joining me from Phillips Preparatory is Principal Johnny Williams, and from Clark Shaw School of Math, Science, and Technology, such a long name, I hope I got it right, is Jackie Martin, a speech pathologist.
Right.
So congratulations.
Thank you.
Were you excited to get this recognition?
Absolutely. Anytime anybody can bring just a little bit more celebration to our building, that's always a nice thing to find out. We celebrate our students within the building, but that outside praise is always welcome.
Mm-hmm. And we got that outside praise. I know Fox 10 was at your school and interviewed you.
So exciting.
What's it like to be on, to get that attention for your students and everybody else?
It's wonderful. Our children work so hard. Our teachers are so dedicated. Our administration is just top notch. And so it just feels good to get recognition when all that hard work has been put in.
Right, and you're both magnet schools with specialized curriculum. Right. So tell us about, you are the only IB middle grades program in our area, so what does that mean?
So we are an International Baccalaureate World School, and we use the middle years program. And in addition to all of our requirements that we have for the Alabama State Department of Education, our goal is to connect our students with a global context. And what that means is, not in addition to having our academic programs and our honors classes, our students are exposed to multiple foreign languages. We really try to connect the skills that they're learning in their classrooms in order to help them to connect to real world context. So community service is huge in our building. We have projects for 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, so our students do feel that notion of what it means to give back to their community.
And one thing I love, I think you told me this before, is that you're learning globally about the world, and but then you're also learning locally, like each child at your school and in Mobile County Public Schools has a role in our community, and they can make a difference. So that's a big part of the IB as well, right?
Yes, and so we had our 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. We start small with our 6th grade in order to get to the big 8th grade project in the end, where we present to the community, have all of our partners to come in, so that our students really see that there are lots of community stakeholders around who are supporting them and allowing them to connect to the world.
And Jackie, math and science, those are big. Kids love those subjects, don't they?
They
Well, they
sure
love them
do.
or they don't.
Yeah.
And if they love them, they're at your school. So tell us about what
Well,
they
we
learn
have
at Clark.
a huge science fair project every year. The children is cross-curricular. All the classes are involved, math, social studies, everyone's involved. They have a timeline. It's quite rigorous, but they love it, and they love to show those projects at the end. That gymnasium is full of projects. It will bring chills to you. And then, we have so many other things. We have lots of sports. Last year we had, I think we did really well in one of our either volleyball or basketball. They did really well. And on top of that, then we have our history program that we incorporate a lot of those things, and we made it to DC. We had a representative to go with the History Day project, so that was wonderful. And we're Cognia certified, so we get the rigorous, accreditation with that. And so we work really, really hard all the time. We never let up.
No, I know. It's always fun to visit both of your schools actually to see what the kids are doing and what they're capable of doing, because it's fantastic.
Yes.
So you were talking about being well-rounded also, because obviously Phillips is known for the rigorous academics. They're performing a grade level ahead of what grade they're actually in, but tell us about the well-roundedness that you promote there.
And so balance is important to us. So we employ our motto, excellence by choice. And so we encourage our students to always be reflective, to always be inquisitive about the world around them. And in that, we have clubs that we institute once a month, where students have an opportunity to go and meet a different teacher, to sort of connect with different friends in the building. So we have anything from robotics to fishing to D&D, crochet, chess club. And so it's just a myriad array of clubs that they can get involved with. We're bringing student council back this year, so that our students have a unique voice in our building. And so it's important for us to not just have that academic structure, but to create a culture where our students feel safe, where they welcome coming into our building every day.
So I love that. Crochet. Yes. Did a lot of kids sign up for that one?
We do have a good number. I mean, some of the things will surprise you, like American Sign Language is there, and we have students involved, and we're hoping to get out into the community in order to share what they've learned with Mobile.
Well, and those piquing the interest, because that's something they may do the rest of their lives, or just it could help them somewhere. Right?
Yes,
That's fantastic. I love it. And then at Clark Shaw, you have a lot of cool programs, like the girls. What's the one?
The girls in GEMS, the girls in engineering. Yes, they love that. It's hard to keep that class small. And we just have so many activities that get these children prepared for high school. We're proud to say that most in May, when they're starting to announce our top 10 of each high school graduating class, you'll see a lot of our children representing the school system, and we're always so proud of them. We just enjoy the fact that the kids love to go there for the rigor, but there's so many other programs that also make them very well-rounded, and they feel at home.
And some fun hands-on activities that
yes,
they do.
Lots of science labs. They love all that, and so they really do enjoy it. The teachers put a lot of thought into those lesson plans.
So I remember last year one of your teachers discovered a rare fish.
She did.
And so, that was so fun. So the kids got to be part of it while they did the necropsy to figure out how the fish had. It's neat though. Don't they love stuff like that when they can see?
Oh yes. Blow up things, find things. We have a social studies teacher in the 8th grade that loves fossils, and he brings them in and talks to the kids about it, and they they really just eat that information up. They love it.
And when we go to Phillips, same thing. We see the kids engaged in learning, they're doing projects.
Oh, absolutely. We were excited. Last school year, and we'll continue it this year, we did the frog dissection. And so it was just
I still remember that from a long time ago.
It was just huge in our building. Just any opportunity so that they are prepared. We know they have lots of decisions to make once they leave our building. And so our job is preparation. So no matter what path our students want to take, we know that they'll be prepared when they walk out of our building.
Because middle school is an interesting time in their lives, right?
It is.
There's always a special place for educators who do middle schoolers. I say that as a mom of a middle schooler. But keeping them interested in their learning, and y'all are both doing a great job of doing that. So thank you for everything that you're doing at Phillips and Clark, and we're going to watch you get this award next year too, right?
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
I think so. So we have to break for commercial, but when we come back, we're going to learn about the 7th school for Mobile County Public Schools that received a perfect 10 rating on greatschools.org. That's Denton Magnet School of Technology. So stay tuned for Homeroom.
When parents are involved in school, you get more of this and less of this.
There's a lot to like about Mobile County Public Schools.
What I enjoy about Mobile County School is the extra attention my teachers give us to help us learn.
Teachers are liking their access to technology, and students are liking the quality of their education.
I like the technology that's been incorporated into my education.
And since 1826, you have trusted us to prepare your child for their future, and we like that. Mobile County Public Schools. We are learning today, leading tomorrow.
Your Mobile County Emergency Management Agency, alerting you to the emergency through our warning systems and alert apps. Visit our website at mcema.net to find out more. Remember, storms and other emergencies don't last forever. Be prepared, and let's stay safe together.
A public service message from this station and Mobile County Emergency Management Agency.
Welcome back to Homeroom. Today I've introduced you to educators from 7 Mobile County Public Schools that received perfect 10 ratings on greatschools.org for their ability to have student progress, for test scores, as well as equity. And those schools are Dauphin Island Elementary, Hutchins Elementary, Old Shell Road School of Creative and Performing Arts, Council Traditional School, Clark Shaw School of Math and Science, and Phillips Preparatory. Now we also have Denton Magnet School of Technology that made the list. They could not be here for our show today, but we wanted to let you know a little bit about that school. That school has been named Alabama's top middle school by the ACES group, and so that's fantastic. But they were also recognized recently as an A+ college ready school for some of their programs that are preparing students to take AP in high school and to be college ready. So we're going to close us out of this Homeroom show with a video from Denton Magnet School of Technology, and we'll see you next time on Homeroom.
We received the A+ College Ready School of Excellence Award. We just completed our first year as being an A+ College Ready school, and our students take the ACAP, but in addition to taking the ACAP with A+, we're also required to take the PSAT. And with the PSAT, our students showed significant growth throughout the school year, and that saw us as one of only 3 schools in the state to achieve that status, and that's why we got the award.
Receiving this award was a big deal. We're very blessed to be in partnership with A+ College Ready to be able for our teachers to receive constant training and support from A+. They go for a week every year in the summer to receive specialized training, to get resources, and to offer our students what they need to succeed.